Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from TheGuardian.com, and it says, film fans see red over Netflix targeted posters for black viewers. The streaming service's customers say they are being duped by marketing that shows minor cast members as leading characters. What? So, if you put minor characters in an advertisement for a show, you're trying to trick people now?
It sounds like two problems, Dave, that they're having here. Not just one.
And what is that?
That they're targeting posters for black viewers and that they're being duped by showing minor cast members as leading characters. Which I don't think that would be a real problem if you're a minor character and someone's trying to make you seem like you're the big main star. It's
I don't think they're trying to make
good. It's good for someone's career, right?
I think a lot of shows have a bunch of images of all the characters with the title of the show. You know, like you go to movies.
Right.
If there's a cast of like 10 people, sometimes they'll show, each group of people in the movie. Like, say they have different friend groups.
Right.
They'll show like each friend group with the title of the movie. But if one of those friend groups are black, then you're deceiving people.
I get what you're saying. Right.
Like, they don't want black people in advertisements, or they only want to watch shows with black people as the lead characters.
Right. I mean, to me, I would just think if there's
racism.
If there's an actor that's not the main character and Netflix is trying to pump this thing being like, hey, here's the main character, and it tricks people. It's like, now you're going to remember that person's name. Maybe not as the main character, but you'll be like, maybe someone remembers that name.
And are they really targeted, or is it that they see an account user and they look at his viewing history, and he really likes watching shows with African Americans in it. So they're showing him, hey, there's African Americans in this show too.
Right.
You might like it. And meanwhile he's like, no, that's racist.
And maybe this is just an ad for the actors that are in these shows and the shows that we've never heard of. I mean, that's
and no one's going to watch the show.
Right.
No one's ever heard of it.
I don't know anything about advertising, so I'm just guessing.
For anyone familiar with spending an unrelaxing hour scrolling through the Netflix menu trying to work out what to watch, the idea that one of the world's biggest media companies would personalize your viewing choices might be welcome. Binge through Making a Murderer, try The Staircase, enjoy Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, make your way through The Good Place. So far, so algorithmic.
So far, it's an ad. So far.
Yeah, so far. But now the streaming giant stands accused of being creepy, racist, and insidious by black users fed up with Netflix advertising of films and shows that they claim is targeting them by ethnicity. This reminds me of what Spotify's doing, where they're working with Ancestry.com to look at your ancestry and then decide what music you like based on your DNA, which is another way of saying
it's ridiculous. There's
racist
no way
music serving.
There's no way they could know what music definitely I like
based on your ancestry.
There's no way.
Yeah. Apparently, if you have ancestry from a certain area, you're bound to like certain music more.
Oh. That is
it's got nothing to do with where you grew up or what you've listened to while you were growing up.
That is really
cool. It's all
cool.
about skin color and ancestry. Take Richard Curtis ensemble rom-com Love Actually, which stars Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, and Colin Firth in the leading roles. Some Netflix users are seeing the image used to advertise the film reconfigured to look like it is primarily a love story between the British actor Joel Ejiofor, who plays a less prominent part, and Keira Knightley. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound bad. They're just showing the other characters. Similarly, the murder mystery series, The Good Cop, was shown with its minor black characters from the center for some, but with its principal white cast for others. Yeah, it's called diversifying your advertisements.
So they shouldn't put the black people in the front of the advertisement? It's like,
if you don't want to upset the black community, you shouldn't put black people in any advertisements, apparently.
Yes, apparently. On
Twitter, Stacey L. Brown, a writer and creator of the podcast Hope Chest, asked other black @Netflix users, does your queue do this? Generate posters with the black cast members on them to try to compel you to watch. This film stars Kristen Bell, Kelsey Grammer, and these actors had maybe a 10 cumulative minutes of screen time, 20 lines between them tops. Underneath, she posts Netflix promotional artwork for the film like Father, specifically presented to her with the black actors Leonard Outes and Blair Brooks. Whoops. This feels like a step too far, said Toby Aramu, 26, a filmmaker from Brooklyn. Recently, he watched the film Set It Up, which was made to look like a two-hander between Taye Diggs and Lucy Liu, but they were secondary characters in the love story of a young white couple. Why does their race matter? Why?
Isn't that a really old
Like-
movie from like 1998 or something?
Yeah, I don't know, but what I'm seeing is people are getting angry that that Netflix is showing them movies with a white couple.
I mean, yeah, and I think that's a really old movie too. So, I mean,
Yeah, so
yeah, I mean, people were doing things different back then.
to him, the misrepresentation of Netflix's actual offer felt problematic. It's beyond feeling duped, he said, because if something is black, I take no offense in being catered to. I am black. Give me black entertainment. Give me more, but don't take something that isn't and try to present it like it is. I wonder what the makers of those shows and films think. If it was me, I would be very upset. No, I think this is racism. These people are racist. If you don't like the show, don't watch it. If
you don't like the way that people are advertising the show,
advertised to you.
Or like, what if you see the show being advertised like that, where it's tricking black people into thinking it's a show for black people, about black people, but it's about some white couple. But then think about that, or the opposite, where it's somebody that is, I totally can't even think right now, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, all right. She thought it was odd at first, but then assumed that everyone must be shown the same posters. To her, Netflix's ambition to satisfy its diverse membership is failing to match up to its content. There was 30 minutes of a rom-com I ended up watching last week because I thought it was about a black couple. I was shown on the poster. I wanted to see those stories. They know I want to see those stories. Why don't they just make more of them? Yeah, this is literally racism. Oh, you started watching a movie, but you hated it because it was a white couple?
Right.
Is that really a factor in what you like?
It seems like they're talking about the way that it's advertised, marketed to people
No, I
to
get
watch
that.
it. And it's like, I've seen different shows marketed different ways, the same show.
Mm-hmm. It's called marketing.
Yeah, like I've seen it look like it's meant to be for one audience, and then the other commercial looks like it's for a completely different audience.
If Frosted Flakes could target African Americans with an African American commercial with characters in it, they would. That's what marketing is.
Right.
Last December, Netflix rolled out a new algorithm to begin serving up personalized images to its now 137 million subscriber base. Artwork personalization became a priority after the company's own research proved that it was the biggest influencing factor on a viewer deciding what to watch, constituting 82% of their focus. So they found that 82% of people's taste is racist, and that you shouldn't serve TV shows featuring one race to another race.
Right. I noticed that Netflix switches around their
images.
The images all the time, and yeah, they're gonna try to market to everybody. They want people to watch it.
Yeah. Sorry, they didn't know you were racist. They didn't know you would get all bent out of shape from seeing white people. And imagine you flip this article around, right? Some white guy's pissed off that they showed him a movie with a white couple in it, and then it turns out it's a black couple? Oh my God. Why would they do that to me? Everyone would be like, wow, you're racist, dude. Right?
Right.
Because that's actually what it is.
Right.
They just can't see it when they're not thinking. Multiple images are now generated for each and every title and change regularly to lure audiences depending on their tastes and previous viewing history. In a company blog post explaining the technology, Netflix showed how the 1997 Oscar winner Good Will Hunting would be presented to different users. For heavy rom-com watchers, the poster would show Matt Damon and Minnie Driver kissing. For comedy fans, it would be a solo image of Robin Williams. There was no mention that if you watch the Wayans brothers' Oeuvre, I don't know what that is, or Dear White People, your homepage would convince you that The Crown is a more diverse show than it is. Yeah, I don't think it's not even doing it racially. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know, man. Netflix's recommendation engine is second to none and works almost seamlessly in the background, said Tim Harrigan, a senior broadcast research analyst, but the algorithm for targeted artwork is shown as downright clunky when, say, users are offered artwork for ITV's Lewis with black actors despite both leads and almost the entire cast being white. Netflix shows a lot about you, perhaps even race, but their understanding of oh, Netflix knows a lot about you, perhaps even race, but their understanding of what to do with this information is currently rudimentary. Netflix said, we don't ask members for their race, gender, or ethnicity, so we cannot use this information to personalize their individual Netflix experience. The only information we use is members' viewing history. On Twitter, the debate continued to perplex, amuse, and anger. I bet people at the company thought it would be a cool idea and drive engagement, wrote the Chicagoan encoder Ben, saying that. But people generally don't like knowing they're being treated differently because of their race, especially not in the comfort of their own homes trying to watch a movie. They're not being treated different based on their own race. It's their viewing habits. If you are racist and you watch, shows only concerning your race, then they're going to be like, what? They're showing you what you want.
Right.
They want you to know that there's a black couple in this movie, or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah. The couple only has 10 minutes of showtime. Well, sorry about that. Like, they didn't direct the movie. They're just letting you know that they're in there, because that seems to be what you like.
Right. I mean, it's, they definitely at some point they wanted to find out. They like to know what are all these genders and races of all these people that are watching, and they probably are want to know. And they probably do find out a lot by people's viewing history, and then some people probably not. Mm-hmm. If somebody's watching nothing but like animal documentaries, it's gonna be pretty hard to determine.
So that's the funny thing about this. They're not showing ads based on race. They're showing ads based on what you like to watch. Right. And you just happen to like watching racist things. You hate watching white people and love watching your own race, which I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but just don't get bent out of shape when someone shows you a different race.
Seriously.
Like, I get it's not okay to be white.
Even if it's marketed funny, and it turns out that it's not a movie about some a black explorer and his family in the 1800s, whatever.
Yeah, like I guarantee
it's actually about a white couple in modern day New York.
Like, they thought they were watching.
You might still get sucked into
panning
it.
for gold in the 1800s.
If you get sucked into it and watch at least 20 minutes of it, you're guilty as well.
Yeah. Another thing I want to say is it says Netflix's recommendation engine is second to none. I had to disagree. I swear it only shows me the same 20 shows every single time, and I have to like go on the internet to actually find lists of stuff that's on Netflix. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't recommend me. I mean, it recommends me the same stuff every single time. I feel like it's extremely weak. But I guess it's second to none, which is sad. Yeah. You have anything else you want to say?
No.
Yeah, that's about it for this article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by leaving a comment or giving it a thumbs up. And check out our link in the description for our Patreon if you feel like helping us. It would be awesome. Thanks for watching.